It's a natural material that's been around since the beginning of time, and many of us dread it in the winter, but can't get enough of it in the summer. It's ice, and for centuries we've been using it as a building material, whether it's to create a magical scene for a movie or to transport partygoers to a frozen paradise. Ice deserves a closer look. Ever wonder how large pieces of ice are made and what they're used for? Who better to ask than the experts at Arctic Glacier Ice in Van Nuys, California. Since 1882, these guys do everything from providing ice cubes to chill your favorite drink to making ice sculptures. Pete! Hi, how you doing?
Didi, how you doing?
Yeah, great to see you.
How's it going?
Ooh, it's nice and cool in here.
Isn't it? Yeah, it gets really cold, especially in the freezers.
So we're talking about ice sculpting, ice architecture. You do it all here.
Yeah, we do. This is one of the last remaining 300-pound block plants. There's probably a handful of them left in the whole country. And these were made, this plant actually is back from the late 1880s and was built to make block ice that was ultimately loaded onto horse-drawn carriages and taken to people's houses who hadn't had refrigerators or so. So it's, you can tell it's a little dated and stuff, but again, they're 300-pound blocks. This plant in particular can make about 120 tons a day, or about 240,000 pounds.
What is this over here?
Well, what these are the actual cans. And what happens is they get filled with water and they get dunked into heavily saturated salt water, which won't freeze. So we're able to, through refrigeration, take that down to as low as 0 degrees. And obviously you only need 32 to freeze water. So as they sit in that solution, the water inside will freeze. And then from there, we'll lift them up and then we'll crane them over here. And over here, we've got a warmer water which will submerge them in here, and it'll allow the ice to break away from the inside of the cans. And then from there, we lift them up onto here, and this is kind of a rocker where it'll just kind of fold over and the blocks will fall right out.
What do you use these pieces for?
We've got a few reasons. These are for, we use it for ice sculptures. And one of the big uses is we do snow scenes with them, primarily for the movie studios, and then around the holidays, we'll blow snow in people's front yards.
So can we actually make some today?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. So Didi, this is our snowmaking equipment. This is how we actually crush 300-pound blocks down to snow.
Wow, 300-pound blocks of ice.
Yeah, just like we saw inside the freezer. Yeah.
So what did people use this for back in the day?
This machine was originally used for the produce and fishery industries. So before there were, there was refrigeration in a train car or a boat hull, these were brought to the docks or to train yards, and they would get them next to the car or the boat and literally blow snow into, the hulls or the car itself and snow it down, snow down the produce or the fish.
So you got 300-pound blocks. What happens? Yeah,
they're 300-pound blocks, and what happens, they get lowered into this chute right here, and right inside here you have a drum with teeth on it. And it's literally just circling and crushing up the block and making, big pieces. And anything that enters that just gets pulverized literally down to snow. What
about someone's front yard? If it's maybe 1,000 square feet, how much ice would you need to use to actually cover it?
For 1,000 square feet, it's like probably about 6 or 7 tons, maybe about 14,000 pounds.
Wow, how fun, right? Just to wake up Christmas morning in Southern California and have ice.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay, are we gonna see this fired up?
Yeah, let's fire it up.
All right.
Only if you blow snow too.
I will blow snow. That's what I'm here to do. I'm so excited. Snowmaking was a lot of fun, but Pete had something really cool to show me.
So Didi, this is where we do our ice sculptures. And, they're used for birthday parties and weddings and trade shows and all that. This is Gary. He's our ice carver.
Hey, Gary, nice to meet you. Good work. A little At Home with Didiayer logo. I like that.
He's going to show you a little bit of the tools we use and how we do sculptures. But like you were helping us blow snow, you're going to help us carve ice.
Sweet. I get to carve. You going to show me, Gary?
Sure.
Awesome.
Slowly you can do it.
Okay, so keep the blade to the side, nice and slow.
Yes.
Building a art piece like this is one thing. Imagine creating a whole bar built out of ice. Take a look at this trendy hotspot. It's also very cool. At first glance, it looks like a nightclub for Eskimos, but after a closer look at -5 Ice Bar, it's the perfect representation of using ice as an engineering marvel. -5 is 80 tons of ice transformed into a bar experience like no other. The walls are made out of ice, the bar, the decor, the seating, and even the glasses you drink from are made out of ice. No matter how you carve it, ice really is an interesting building material.